Let's start with a funny question. How many marriage proposals have you gotten during this tour?
I love this kind of questions, by the way. I always have fun. Well, proposals, not officially, but guys are always asking me like for kisses and stuff like that. And guys, I do have a boyfriend in Brazil. He would want to kill you all, so please don't.
But it's a long way from Brazil.
Ah, dude, you know, news go around. Like metal is a global family, so don't try anything. No, just kidding. But you know, guys can be really, despite for these funny parts, they are really, when they do this kind of jokes like, oh, marry me, oh, my wife, they are really like having fun, not like disrespectful, which I like very much. It's all in a very respectful way, so I'm cool. That's why I have fun. That's all right.
So how has the tour been?
It's been great. Like, it's a long tour, like
for how long?
it's a
2 months.
In a general way, it's 2-month tour, 51 shows. Today here in Tallinn is our show 42, so a lot of shows.
How many have you left?
Only 9. So only 9. People usually say 9, and you're like, oh, it's only 9. It's so cool. 9 dates in Russia to go, but that's cool. You know, people were kind of asking us like, don't you get fucking tired because it's like 2 months? And probably we are a little bit crazy, like 2 months on the road, but you know, it's our first time in Europe.
So it's like a vacation for you.
Yeah, exactly. You said the right word, because we are enjoying like every minute. Each day is a new experience for us, like each new country, each new city. So for us, it's like having fun all the time. Like, it's kind of vacations. And in addition to that, we play and drink some wine by the night. So how perfect can it be? So it's been just great. Seriously speaking now, it's been just great. Like, all the dates, so fun, great feedback from everyone. The show in Tallinn here, awesome. So it's been just a dream come true, actually. When you start a band in Brazil, you would never imagine you would be in Europe, like playing 52 shows, because it's really, like, kind of hard when you come from, we don't get much support. So for us, it's really, each day is a new dream come true. So we're enjoying every minute.
So if you would tell yourself back in 2012 when you released the video for Masked Betrayer, if you would tell yourself that in 2 years you're gonna tour Europe, would you believe it?
I don't know, because since we started the band, we worked really hard for everything to happen, like really hard. So naturally, you end up expecting that something happens, that things happen. But in our band, I don't know what the fuck happens, but in our band, things happen really fast. Like, we're a 4-year band, a new band, 1 CD, and many things had happened for us so far. So everything's so fast, and all the time we get surprises, and this was a cool surprise. Of course, we wanted to be here for a long time, but we would never expect, like, in 2 years, as you said, we'll be here, like, playing 15-something shows. It's cool. And playing some huge fests that we played, like Obscene Extreme, Brutal Assault, Summer Breeze, Metal Days. We would never imagine to be playing them, especially with bands we love, like Cannibal Corpse, Crisium, Sepultura, Annihilator, Creator. It's fucking a dream come true.
So you hanged out with the band members from the other bands?
All of them.
And you were like super fanish.
Super. I cried a lot in the beginning. Sorry, I'm a fucking crybaby. But after that, we had lots of fun. Like, the Cannibal Corpse guys, I knew them from a long time ago, so it was like really awesome to meet them. And, highlight from the tour, Mini Petroza from Creator. We were like having lunch in the artist area in Brutal Assault, and he was next to me. We were like, fuck, it's Mini Petroza. Let's fucking talk to him. And then we went to him, and I was like all shy, like, we are from a band, and he interrupted me and said like, I know, it's Nervosa, right? I like your band. We were like, fuck! And you know, we had a lot of fun on Annihilator too, and also with the Brazilian band Crisium. We met them twice in a tour.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome. Last time we met, like 5 days ago or something, in a fest in Belgium, we emptied 3 bottles of Jack Daniels. Can you fucking believe it? So we're having a lot of fun, and we could hang around with Sodom guys in this fest in Belgium too. It was awesome. So I have some fan moments, like crying a little when talking to them, because they are really influential to us. Like, we met Shamir from Destruction, Creator saw them, like almost the Teutonic Big Four. We are really influenced by them, so it's like an honor to be meeting them. So I have my fan moments, and then we just have fun. So it's been awesome.
All right, but tell me about metal scene in Sao Paulo. How is it?
You know, in Brazil, in a general way, like as a whole, we have a very solid metal scene. Very, very solid, because Brazil is a continental country, so wherever you go there, you will find a very solid local scene, not only with like supportive fans, but also great quality bands. Great quality bands. We have awesome bands in Brazil, especially
name some awesome bands.
With pleasure. I would be like 10 minutes here listing all of them I like
well, top
100 ones,
top 10.
but top 10. Okay. Let's do it. Well, we have lots of bands, especially on like extreme metal, like thrash and death metal. I would say, of course, Sepultura doesn't count because, you know, they're... So, Crisium, Ratos de Porão, of course, Claustrophobia, Torture Squad, Lacerated and Carbonized, Jack Devil, Vocifera, all-female band from the north of Brazil.
Whoa.
They're awesome.
And what style they play?
Death metal.
Death metal.
Death
Awesome.
metal. They're
check it out.
awesome. You should. You all should tag Brazilian metal, because we have awesome bands back there. Let me see. Crow. Very good band. It's so many. I would like to tell all of them, but it's just too many. We have like Executor, MX. It's 10 already.
Right.
I would list 100 more, but that's gonna be a good start. You won't regret. I fucking promise that.
Okay. So do you have some like a friendly competition between these bands? Do you like push each other to a next level?
No, you know, because with these bands we have in Brazil, you know, the scene is awesome, but there are some really boring people sometimes, like people that are like, oh, when you stand out a little, they're like, oh, you're bullshit.
That's bullshit.
This kind of shitty thing.
Yeah.
But among these bands, I told you, we're all friends.
Yeah.
All friends. I mean, like, we're so supportive. The Crisium guys, when we were in the Belgium, they were like, during their show, like, cheers for Nervosa, come on, raise your hands, like, and telling really good things, like, for us, you know, like brother things.
Yeah.
And even with Sepultura, I know Andreas and the other guys, they are really supportive to us. And we just support each other. It's like
a big family.
A community, yeah. It's like a big family, because you know what? Some of these bands, we're a new band. We've been around for like only 4 years, but some of these bands have been around for like over 20 years. And we're just very supportive to each other, because we know all the struggle behind the music, you know how hard it is to have a band in Brazil, and how many things you have to quit to have a band in Brazil.
Yeah.
So that's why when you understand their fight, our fight, there's no other way than supporting each other. So we're a very good community, and I'm proud of being a part of that. Really proud, because it's just awesome. I'm sorry, I get even emotional because we're a very good scene. You guys should really check out. You won't regret it, I promise.
Alright, so this is your first time in Estonia.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any time to go sightseeing?
Oh no, we didn't, and that sucks, because I really would like to walk around. But you know, when you are touring, it's really hard to get time. Actually, it's not even because we're tired, but to get some time to walk around. Sometimes the venues are far away from like touristic ponds. Exactly. So it's just hard. We've been playing it's 60 days, 51 shows, so 9 days off in the whole tour. So it's just we don't have many days off. So Yesterday we were in Riga, Latvia. We had a day before a day to walk around, but here we unfortunately didn't. I'm sorry. I would like to post some cool pics, but at least the show was awesome, and I hope next time we have some time.
Sure.
So but the few I saw around, it's so beautiful. I like it so much. It's such, and the people here very warm, like very receptive, very kind. So that's, in the end of the day, of course it's always cool to walk around, but in the end of the day what really matters to us is like the show, the vibe, and the people. You saw I took like 1 hour to talk to them here at the interview because I was talking to everyone. I'm sorry again. But it's because I like to feel the vibe, you know, I like to talk to the people, to feel the culture coming from the people, like to talk to everyone. I think this is a good way to know a country, like talking to its people.
Yeah, that's true.
But maybe next time we'll have some time to walk around.
Sure, but do you have any plans for a second CD?
Yeah, we do. We're actually writing a second CD right now. We already have some songs ready. And the plan is to finish writing it till the end of this year.
Yeah.
So we can record it on the beginning of the year, release it around May, then come back on summer here again in Europe.
That would be
so
awesome.
that's the plan, yeah. And well, I hope you like the CD. There's some different elements, but still thrash metal, but a little bit faster, let's say. So maybe you're gonna
Faster
like
is
it.
better.
I say the same, exactly.
So, but how do you write music in your band? Who is the main composer? Or how does it work? Is it a team effort?
A team effort, teamwork, totally. Everything's so natural and organic in our way of writing, because it's not, we don't have a main writer. It's usually me and Prika come with some riffs. Sometimes I come with a riff, she comes with a riff. Each one improves each other riffs. Then we select an order, then we show the Pichu, she gives some ideas, she puts her drums on it, then the vocal line. So it's a real teamwork. And I think this is cool because that's why, you know, sometimes on the shows, especially here in Europe, people came to tell us like, oh, the cool thing about your show and your CD is that you vary a lot, like thrash metal, blast beats, and then like some breakdown parts. It's because this is exactly the result of our
Different influences.
Different influences, exactly. Because I have some influences, Prika has some, so when you put all of them together, you have like a song with very different parts. And I think this is cool. This is what makes our band like what we are, you know? This makes our influences and writing.
That's awesome. What if you, let's say, I'll put it this way, new Sepultura or old Sepultura?
Oh, you know, on this tour it's not fair, because on this tour everyone keeps on asking me like terrible, difficultly questions. Like, for example, Iron Maiden or Judas Priest? Fuck, this is so difficult. But I would have to say like old Sepultura. I like the new lineup is fucking killer, like Derek Green and the new drummer like Eloy Casagrande.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He's a fucking monster.
They actually will be playing here in 2 months.
Yeah, I heard that. I really wish we were here with them. But
Maybe
new lineup, it's killer. Andres keeps on being a riff master. But I stick with the old Sepultura because, not quality, but because they were really influential on me. Like Beneath the Remains was one of the albums that really made me want to have a thrash band. Like, I am still really influenced by them. When I want to create some riffs, I always listen to Beneath the Remains and Arise, really. Because it's just awesome. It's really influential. And Schizophrenia, awesome. So I would stick with old Sepultura because of that. Because these 3 albums, I said it exactly, they were really influential on me, so that's why I have to love old Sepultura.
Talking about old Sepultura, did you see the first band who were playing today warming up here? Freshless.
I'm sorry, we didn't, but because last night we slept like 2 hours, then we came, sound checked for 2 hours again, then we needed to get some rest. I'm sorry, but maybe next time I'll ask them for CDs or something.
Well, they get their main inspiration from Beneath the Remains. It's like their #1 album.
Yeah, of course. I think, you know, many thrash metal bands around the globe, and especially in Brazil, are really influenced by Beneath the Remains because it's a fucking classic and
Storm.
flawless thrash metal album. Flawless. So.
So, how much do you know about the Estonian metal scene?
I don't know much. To be honest, I don't know much. I only know one band, which was the other one we played last night. So, yeah, and I don't know much, but I'm always open to getting to know new bands. So it will be cool if we could, like, if you could, guys could show me like new bands or give me CDs. Let's do it. I would really love that.
Besides music, what are your other interests?
Oh, okay. Like everyone asks me if I wasn't like playing music, what would I do? I would probably be involved in two other things. First one, movies. I love cinema. It's my second greatest passion. Music above all, but then movies. I love it. I'm always watching them. I'm always like analyzing them.
Yeah.
If I wasn't playing, I would probably like filming something.
But I mean, like right now, if you come off tour, do you do anything else besides music? Do you have any other hobbies or interests?
Yeah. Movies and cooking.
And cooking.
Cooking. I love fucking cooking, really. When I am at home, if I'm not listening to music, I'm watching movies or cooking. So these are my three passions. I love, you know, the funny thing is that our bags are right now really heavy because we keep on buying souvenirs for our family, but I have to admit I've been a little selfish and I bought myself like 6 cookbooks from all over the countries, really, because I just like cooking. I bought some cookbooks like typical food from each capital city in Europe. So I can't wait to get home, not to hug my mom or hug my sister, no, to fucking cook all those dishes, really. So movies and cooking are really my second passion.
So what are some of your favorite movies?
You keep asking me those difficult questions, but yeah.
It wouldn't be interesting, you know?
I think the two greatest movies I like, the first one, Clockwork Orange. I think this is a good movie. Of course, it talks about violence and stuff, but I think the criticism on it, it's still modern, and also the way it's made. Stanley Kubrick is a fucking genius. So the way it's made, it's really modern. The movie is like from the 70s. You watch it nowadays, and it's still so fucking cool and rad and cult. So that's awesome. The other one, I would say that really means to me a lot. It's not like one of the best movies, but it just means a lot to me. It's American Beauty. It's a fucking great movie. It has this whole thinking on life and stuff, and I can be very philosophical sometimes. Yeah. So maybe my two favorite movies are those two, but I still have like tons of other more. My favorite directors are, first one, Quentin fucking Tarantino. I love him. Like Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, all of them. I love Django. So all the movies of Quentin, I love him. Now, you know, my next arm, this is something new. My next arm will all be tattooed with movies. Yeah. So there will be some Quentin Tarantino on. This one,
pure music.
This one is all music.
Yeah.
This one will be all movies. So, and Quentin Tarantino, Stanley Kubrick, Woody Allen, Martin Scorsese, my 4 favorite directors. I love them. But it's hard to choose like to just 1 or 2 favorite movies, but that's it.
So, where are the food tattoos going?
That's a good question. I have to start thinking about it. Maybe on my belly.
A pizza slice.
A pizza slice, and then I don't know. That's a good idea. You know, if in some years I show up with food tattoos on my belly, it's his fault.
I just gave you an idea. Don't blame me.
No, I'm probably gonna use that later.
So you're not really into like horror movies, 80s?
I love it. I
Those
fucking love it.
cheesy, cheap horror movies.
One of my favorite movies, Brain Dead.
Last injury.
For being a metalhead, it's not easy. You just can't become a metalhead. You're born with that. Like, you have this running in your veins. So we should be proud of that. Like, we're brothers and sisters. So we shouldn't be like fighting each other, like hating each other. No, we should be supporting each other because we're family. We have the same metal vein in our veins. We are just a few comparing. Like, in the world, we have billions. And if we're gonna see, sometimes we consider like a solid, huge metal scene, but we're still a few, and we should be proud of being this community. So I really hate that it happens everywhere, but I hope that one day we will find peace and people will really realize that we're just a family, brothers. I'm here with you guys and playing with you and talking with the guys who came to the show as they were like my brothers. Like, we're just like, if we sit at the bar, I'm sure we will be talking for like hours about metal and stuff. So why hate each other? Let's fucking support each other, you know? That's what I always say, and I would like to happen.
So yeah, Estonians have something to learn from her.
Oh, she's still filming. Yeah! So let's support each other. We're a metal family. Even if you don't like the bands or the people, support it, because each one has a different history, a different background, different everything. So let's just respect the difference, but let's stand for the one thing that makes us the same, which is metal. Come on! Fuck!
Because it really sucks when there are a lot of local people who say, no, if it's not a foreign big band, I'm not gonna go with the big.
Shut the fuck up!
It's really horrible.
If you don't support the small bands, they will never be big bands, and then when the big bands die, what's gonna happen? Lemmy's not gonna live forever, dude.
No, he's not.
Steve Harris also. Geezer fucking Butler, not even. So let's support the new bands. Otherwise, metal's gonna be dead. Do you want metal to be dead? No. So let's support it, right?
Yeah. Who's the next Slayer?
Oh fuck! You see the hard questions. I don't fucking know. This one I can't answer. I'm sorry. The other ones I made an effort, but right now I just can't say it. I hope it's us. Just kidding.
Because, you know, all the bands are getting older and older, and at one point they'll disappear.
Yeah, they will die. That's natural. We're all
them?
humans. I don't know unless they support like new bands. See, that's the cool thing about metalheads. We can keep on talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Okay.
I love
let's
talking.
do it. Me too. Me too. That's why my voice sucks.
You have an awesome, powerful voice.
Ah, no, it's just on stage. It's a whole preparation. But after the show, I'm always like fucked up.
So how do you warm up? Do you even warm up?
I do, and I really have to do a lot because not many know, but I have a serious voice condition. I have nodules on my vocal cords. I don't know if you know what nodules are because of my bad English pronunciation, but you know these things that you get here on your hand when you do a lot of work? I have these things, but on my vocal cords. But it's not because of my band. I have had these vocal cord nodules since like 10 years ago, since I was like 14, 15. It's because I tried to sing opera with no technique, so I developed them. So it can be really, if you don't take care of yourself, it can be really hard to sing having vocal nodules. But what I do, I went to the doctor because in Brazil and South America we play like a lot, but not like many shows in a row. Just 4 shows in a row is the maximum I had. And then we came to Europe and it was like 51 shows in a row. So I was really worried because it's a voice condition, you know. It's a kind of a sickness. You need to be careful with that. And it's like, how can I say that? It has no cure, so I had to deal with that to the end of my life. So I really need to take care of that. So I went to the doctor. She passed me some real good exercises. So every show I just warm up with those these kind of exercises for like 10-15 minutes, and they help me a lot. I should do them after the show, but I just can't help like talking to everyone, so I haven't been doing them. And she told me, my doctor told me, I should be avoiding alcohol. So what I do is like drink 2 days, avoid for 3. Drink 2 days, avoid for 3. But it's been working, you see.
Yeah.
My voice is shitty right now, like because when I speak a lot, not when I sing, but when I speak a lot, it gets shitty.
Yeah.
But I've been surviving, like it's cool. I've done like 42 shows, and I could sing in all of them, so that's cool. It's all due to the warm-up. It's really important to me. Sometimes people may think like, oh, singers are like, but you know, if you break a string from the guitar, you can change it.
Yeah.
If you fuck your vocal cord, you can change it. So that's why we need to have a special care on them.
Yeah. There's a funny thing about how Dio warmed up his voice.
I don't know that.
He smoked some weed and drank a beer.
Oh, you see?
That's it.
That's why I fucking love Dia.
Perfect voice.
But if I smoke something, it will burn my stuff. So I prefer like stick with some water, lots of water before the show. During the show, maybe a little wine, and after the show, fucking pizza. That's my warm up. No, just.
So the first band I started listening to was Backstreet Boys. Back in the kindergarten.
Baby, no, this is Britney Spears.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
What the fuck are you singing? No, it's like, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. We were like, I was 10 years old. I listened to Backstreet Boys. Oh, come on.
I just found a cassette with Backstreet Boys and the sisters, and I took it and started listening to it. So, what was your first band you started listening to?
Yeah, no, you know, I have listened to lots of shit like Backstreet Boys and this kind of Spice Girls. Oh, I was Melanie C.
Oh yeah.
Spice Girl, the sportiest one. But just kidding. When I was like 7 years old, like, you know, you're a child. You listen to this kind of things. It's normal. I really dare someone to be like 7 years old listening to Cannibal Corpse. It doesn't happen. Let's just be honest. Yeah.
There are some exceptions.
Yeah, there are, but it's not
Very
everyone.
few.
So I'm a very average girl. So when I was a child, I listened to lots of shit. But when I was 7, my daddy's a metalhead, and he never forced me into liking it. But what he did was taping cassettes to me with Iron Maiden and Warlock and Kiss and these bands. So since I was 7, Halloween a lot. So since I was 7 exactly, that it was right when the Unplugged Kiss album was released, I've been listening to metal. Like, I've listened to Kiss and Iron Maiden and Halloween, then I listened to some Backstreet Boys, then Kiss, Iron Maiden and Halloween, then some Spice Girls, then, you know, I kept on listening like this kind of things for a long time. But always with rock and roll and metal really present in my life, because my dad was a headbanger, and he actually he supported me to start playing bass. And because when I was like just a little kid, he was like, listen to Gene Simmons, how he plays, Steve Harris, look at his bass line. So I kind of got used to it. But when I really became like just a metalhead, it was around when I was like 13 years old. Then I would only listen to heavy metal. And when I was like 15, I was a thrash death metal fan, and I still am, till nowadays, but I still listen to everything, you know.
Have your father joined your gigs? Was he the mosh pit for you?
Yeah, and I'll tell you more, because my dad, he's a metalhead, and he's kind of proud because he's a bass player too. And he feels he never had a band. So for him to see me playing and having a band, he feels really accomplished. For me, he's like, you're living the dream I had. So it's really kind of cool. And on the beginning of the band, he's been our driver for like 2.5 years.
Nice.
He drove us everywhere, and everyone was like, okay, it must be bad to have a dad on tour, but he used to drink more than I did. He used to party more than I did, so he really had a lot of fun, and I'm really thankful to my dad. Yeah.
That's awesome. But besides metal, what else do you listen to?
I listen to many things, because when you are a musician, I think, but especially a singer, if you want to improve your technique, it's good that you listen to other things.
Yeah.
And I think like that in Nervosa, but I can really sing like with clean singing. I really like that.
Can you
I don't
demonstrate
have,
it?
Of course not. I'm too shy for it. I'm
Too shy. Oh, come on.
I would no, maybe after when I'm eating pizza with everyone around I can sing, but only in front of the camera. Not right now. But I really do like, except for metal, my second passion is blues. I love blues. Really, Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and my favorite one, Buddy Guy. He fucking rocks. But except for that, because of the voice, I listen to a lot of singers, especially female singers, from blues and soul. So Etta James, Aretha Franklin, Nina Simone, Amy Winehouse, Judge Me, I don't care. Lots of these kind of singers, like soul singers, they influenced me a lot. And they taught me a lot. And if I can sing today in Nervosa, it's because they taught me lots of techniques. So sometimes people can, like, how can Amy Winehouse teach us something except for drinking wine? She really did, and all those other singers really did, because, you know, like techniques, you observe them, you see their techniques. I brought them for metal, so I'm really thankful for them. And I listen to lots of other things. I love soundtracks, like, because I'm a movie lover, I love soundtracks, and because of that, I listen to some really weird stuff, but I just love it, you know?
So have you had any formal musical training?
No, never.
You're totally self-taught.
Yeah, I'm a self-learner. I learned it a little with my dad. Then I would say that my formal teachers were like Steve Harris and Geezer Butler and Gene Simmons. Yeah, because I listened to their songs, and and Marcus Grosbrough from Halloween too. I listened to their songs and I tried to imitate, and I learned a lot from that. Geddy Lee from Rush to one of my greatest masters. Because I listened to them and I tried to imitate, and these taught me a lot. Still nowadays, I suck with theory. Like sometimes like C, D, E. Sometimes I get confused. But I can play like with my fingers and everything and create some good melodies because of these guys. They taught me a lot, but I never been to school. Actually, I've been to school. Yeah. For 2 days. I hated it.
For 2 days.
Yeah, it was like super theory, like trying to read partitures. I hate that. I just prefer just playing, you know?
So, to end it, say something to your global fans.
Okay, I'm usually like redundant in the end of the interviews because I always say that, but if I had to say something to you guys, first of all, thank you for being interviewing me like today. This is cool, you know, metal needs that, guys who support the bands and stuff, so thank you guys. And if I could say something more, I would say straight in your face, the guys who are watching, I would say just keep on supporting bands. Even if you don't like them, respect them, because me and them and you guys are the sole responsible for keeping the metal legacy alive. You know, it's been on for like 40 years right now, and it still be on and burning forever if we support it. So let's keep on fucking doing it.